This is Nate of VJN Resale. When I tell you guys I got a lot of shoes, I'm not lying. I got a lot of shoes. And the one thing you can it's probably pretty true across most resellers is that we can't help ourselves but to continue buying merchandise because everything sells differently at a different pace. Ideally, you want to try to get shoes or merchandise, whatever it is that you're selling, that's going to sell very quick. If you look at eBay, they always give you a 90-day total. Well, so you try to pick items that's going to sell within those 90 days. Obviously, you're going to have stuff that sell later than the 90 days, but the objective is to sell as soon as possible. So, give you an example of how many shoes I got. I actually have them out in my garage now. We're in the process of moving to Indianapolis from Tulsa, and I had transformed my office into like a storage facility. But now we're trying to sell the house. I moved a lot of the stuff out into the garage. So just to give you an idea, don't laugh. This is why my mom says that I don't need any more shoes. She ain't lying. I got a lot of shoes, people. I have a lot of. I have shoes in boxes, barrels. Some of the stuff, most of the stuff is already online. You say, well, how do you know where the shoes are? Yeah, we kind of have a system. I do have to do a better inventory system. So when we relocate, I'll definitely be coming up with a new inventory system. If you have a good inventory system that I can follow, let me know. Although most people on my channel are pretty new because I just started doing this. But yeah, some other items that I told you I sell, a lot of this stuff came out of pallets too. Like anything other than shoes usually came out of a pallet when I was buying pallets. But I'm kind of moving away from the pallets and just really focusing on the shoes. And people say, why shoes? Well, when I was out of work for a while and I was in between severance, I just started looking at it differently, like really a business. I was kind of doing it as a side hustle, and I started really looking at it as a business to make some income, to pay some bills. And I looked at what product I was selling the most, and it was mostly shoes. And I think once I started focusing on shoes, I went from like selling 20-something pair of shoes to over 100 pair of shoes in a month. So at my peak, I was selling like 100, 150 pair of shoes every month. I've slowed down now. I'm not even a quarter of that. I'm probably like 30 or 40 pair of shoes a month because now that I'm back working full time, hasn't really been focusing as much as I was at one point. But at one point, I had a 90-day total of about $13,000 in revenue on eBay. So I was doing between like $4,000, $5,000 a month in sales, just in sales. I think my highest month was probably like $5,300 to $5,700 a month. So yes, you can make some pretty good money in this, and if you do it full time, there are people who do this full time and make a really good living. I do want to kind of scale it back as high as possible to see how much money I can actually make out of this. So again, this is just some of the stuff I have. I actually have a storage too, but most of my shoes are here. So anyway, sounding out, just kind of want to give you an idea of how many shoes I really have, and I still don't think I have enough. Bye. You're gonna start calling me the shoe man. My brother called me Al Bundy. My brother called me the modern day Al Bundy. That's what he told me. He said, you're the modern day Al Bundy. Well, I guess I see why he said that now. Jeez.